Hello, friendship tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI Brave New World with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we rescued Shadow from certain death, and we picked up Gao, fought the Tiamat-type behemoth monster that was trying to kill Shadow, and took him back to Tamasa, where he was, he quickly ran off. On the plus side, we got this awesome new Brave New World relic, which gives Celeste Leo's shock ability, which seems really, really cool. So I'm glad to have that. Let's try to finish Shadow's little quest here. Now that he's been rescued from the Velt Cave, whatever it's called, one of the people in Tamasa will tell you that he's gone to the Colosseum. How does he get here? I don't know. We're the only people with airships. Apparently everyone else in the world is really good at swimming. But, I mean, I assume there's boats. So yeah, we've been here once before in the world of Ruin. Remember, of course, that you can use the octopus, Mr. Ultros, to reset your Esper levels. We haven't done that yet because money's been pretty tight. But that's coming up eventually. And for now, I need to see if I can find my Shadow. Now, I don't know, to be honest, I don't know how Brave New World deals with it. I know how it worked in the original game, and it was very reliant on you not throwing away a certain knife. Although, I believe you found the knife in the dungeon Shadow was in, which we didn't. Now, I may need to go back to the dungeon, because we got taken out of there as soon as we found Shadow. So it's possible that if we return to the area where we got attacked by the boss, there may be another chest, or you can search the ground where Shadow was or something. I haven't done that yet, and I'm not sure if I need to. I figured I'd come here first. So anyway, I looked around for Shadow. He wasn't anywhere. Usually, it was one of his unique knives. I can't remember the name of it. But you would select it, and then the enemy combatant would be Shadow. Which it doesn't look too promising here. I just wanted to... I guess you can go back. No, you can't go back once you've selected that. So, what the trick is to get Shadow, I don't know. He should be in the Colosseum. Is there any other items? I do want to get the Omega weapon upgraded. Oh, maybe this is it. Kaganui. Alright. That's the one. We'll send... It doesn't really... I don't think it matters who you send, honestly. Shadow and Sabin seem to be friends, so... Hey, buddy, why'd you run off from Tamasa? I assume they secretly added that knife. Why'd you... Sabin? They secretly added that knife when we rescued him, maybe. I mean, we're trying. Well, he did save my dog. Alright, Shadow's joined up. Now, I forget 100% for sure, but I think we can get his final dream, although that last one may have been his final dream. The subject of Shadow's dreams are shrouded in a lot of mystery, but I figure like maybe we'll try. Anyway, I also want to check what relics these people can equip, because we've got a couple new people. And a couple new relics. I just want to see. We've got about enough people to do a certain Star Mountain treasure quest now if we wanted. But I'd like to have a full party before I go in there. So, just for interest's sake. Yeah, there we go. Fenrir. So this is something that Shadow can get benefit out of at least. That's nice. Gives him some more spells. Haste X sounds really good. And Regen is always useful. And getting speed instead of just vigor and stamina seems like a good way for the ninja to be even faster. So that seems great. What else do we have for, like, people that can equip stuff? Okay, yeah, so I guessed correctly. Fenrir is going to be Gao and Shadow. And that's nice. At least it gives Gao something. Gao, I felt like, had the worst starter... World of Balance Esper, because all he had was Stray, which didn't really give him any good spells, and the Esper level was just Stamina, and I don't know if Stamina does anything for Gao. maybe maybe a few of his rages. Maybe all of his rages. I don't know. But now at least you can give him speed. That's something. Still no HP for the poor kid. And we've still got a lot of rages to learn anyway. We'll get around to that. Alright, so I just wanted to check that out. Setzer, still a little bit short on Espers as well. I'm going to try to get, before we go too far today, I'm going to try to get the Omega Weapon again. And I don't know if I have a preference. I'm going to stick with the party we've been playing with. Some of the other characters, like these two, will need to be leveled up a bit. You know, Cyan's been doing okay. I feel like level 20 is probably okay now, but it's still pretty weak for the World of Ruin. And I need some gear and all that for them, so I don't really want to mess around with buying a bunch of equipment just yet to fully equip the team. We'll get there. But yeah, we'll stick with these four. Like I said before, I feel like it's Celeste's job to get the team together. So it's her quest to recruit everybody. And the rest of the team, I don't know. Sabin was the first one to join up. Edgar was the second one to join up. And then Setzer sucks, so we bring Cyan. Or Terra, or anyone else that's good. Cyan is much better in Brave New World, so I feel like it's worth trying to bring him. So let's try this again. Again, I'm going to save it, because if you lose it forever. So we'll do a quick save state here. And I'm hoping that Edgar, with a couple more level ups, and maybe a little bit better luck, will wipe this Siegfried out. Like I said, the first time we tried this, I did test this out off-camp, well, on my first run through the game. And I know I brought Edgar here at a lower level, and he just murdered Siegfried first shot, no problem. Unfortunately, he needs to use Flash or Magic now. He's not timing his jumps very well. It's just random. I hate that. Like, the arena in Final Fantasy VI is cool, but unfortunately, because of the random nature, there's nothing you can do other than watch and hope your guys make the right choices. So Edgar got ruined because he didn't know how to deal with it. We'll try again. If this fails, we'll switch to super speed and we'll just give it like 5 tries in a row. Like I said, I'm sure Edgar can beat Siegfried, but there's so much randomness. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Siegfried has like 10,000 HP or something. Like, it's not even that much. How did you do a physical attack, Edgar? I don't, like, why is he using his, like, weakest possible attack? And not dodging anything? Defibrillator, hey? I assume that's like casting life on someone. That's really helpful. You know, he has Cure too. Alright, so, I mean, we could try other people, but let's try Edgar again, but this time, super speed! Alright, he used Noise Blaster, but he got blinded. Unfortunately, he kind of has to use tools once that's happened. Bio Blaster is a great choice against Siegfried, in case you're wondering. Because he obviously takes a lot of poison damage. Humans weak to poison. Oh look, he cast Remedy on himself when he was blind. He's a genius! Will he use Bio? He'll use Stop, that'll work. Alright, good choice, my friend. Good double up. Alright, keep it up. Not necessary, but that's okay. Slow, pretty good choice. Alright, maybe he's got it today. That doesn't do very much damage. That's the blind annoyance. Alright, look at that. Easy. Honestly, the fight is not difficult. I'm just glad we got it in 3 tries. Okay. After every battle, you have to heal your character. Don't forget about that if you're expecting them to win multiple fights. So anyway, now, and this is all I really wanted to show off, is the Atma weapon, which... when you get it, when you get it in Brave New World kind of sucks. Now it's been upgraded to the Omega weapon. Now it does different damage based on your level and your HP. There's a fancy formula, and Brave New World updated it to max. Like now in Brave New World, our max level is 50 and our max HP is considerably lower. It used to be 9999, now it's like 4,000 or something. So it's a lot lower, but the weapon's been adjusted. So the trick is, you need your characters to be a relatively high level with max HP. And it should do really good damage, and it's also defense ignoring, which is something that you rarely get on a physical attack. Usually you need like a blitz or a skill or something, or a special spell to get that. So I'll try that out later on. Only a few people can use it, so, you know, you gotta find the right character, the right build. I just want to see if there's anything else that's worth looking at in the Coliseum right now before we head on out of here. I guess you could trade it up for a Mirage Vest, but then you'd lose your only Omega weapon. That seems like a bad idea. Magic Brush, I assume we can just buy somewhere. Usually, this was the same thing in the original game. You can trade the shields around from ice to fire to lightning, just assuming you can win the fight. Anything else look interesting? Force Armor maybe just switches back and forth with... Force is like your anti-magic, and then Genji is your anti-physical type armor. So this might be worth doing as well. I found Daryl's Soul to be not very good. I mean, maybe I'm missing something. But Hiji's coin will be the... I'm pretty sure that's the relic for Setzer that will switch his slot attack into the coin toss. And the coin toss does damage, I think, again, based on his level. But you spend a bit of GP, and it does full enemy group defense ignoring damage. And it can be very good. Nirvana Band, I don't even know. Might be worth testing that out. And Kaganui and Orochi, I don't know anything about any of that. Those both sound like new knives. We'll test some of those out later. It looks like the Kaganui is something Setzer could equip, maybe. Well, Shadow for sure, but maybe Setzer. And if that works and stacks with Daryl's Soul... Nope, just Shadow, never mind. I was thinking, you know, if you can get fight ×2 and then ×2 again, that'd be awesome. But maybe they've prevented that. Anyway, that was our first Coliseum trip. We'll be back when we're stronger and it's a little bit easier to play around with the items. I just knew for sure that we want to get Omega and Shadow. So then the next stop shouldn't be a huge surprise to anyone. Last episode, we spent some time in Tamasa, and we have heard from a couple places that Owzer, the painting collector, was looking for a gifted artist to hire, I guess. And we haven't seen him in 3 weeks, and something's gone weird. Something strange has happened. So what you need to do is just check out the paintings a little bit. You know, nice lamps. Uh-oh. Now the paintings are attacking us. Oh, shock. Please be amazing. That's acceptable damage. I would like more, but that's acceptable. For 0 MP, we trade out Runic, and we get this cool Leo ability. It does more damage than Flash. So this is another area, dungeon type thing, that you could have gone to earlier. Right when you got the airship, of course. Before you found Cyan, you know, if you felt like it. It's kind of on the way to Cyan, so it makes some sense. But I think this dungeon and boss is more difficult than Zozo or the Cave in the Veldt. Is that the one I was planning? Yeah, I guess just Vigor is good for now. So anyway, the flowers are pretty mean for some reason. Just some armor. We saw the Kefka, or the Gestalt painting. Just a picture of a lady. It's a very mean lady, apparently. Oh, come on. I was just gonna use some magic. That's fine. I'm so glad Celeste has that move now. That did some real damage. I wonder if it's not defense ignoring, so it works really well on enemies that have lower physical defense. Hey now. That's the way I like to do combat. Nice, quick, easy, doesn't take all day. Apparently the painting was a trick, and there's actually a secret entrance to his art museum. Now this can be a bit of a puzzling area. I remember not being super happy with it as a kid, just because it was kind of mazy, but it's not like it's particularly impossible, it's just... there's a bit of maze-like stuff in here. Confused both the dancers. I'm pretty happy with the damage we can put out right now without spending any MP. The eagle, unfortunately, seems to be pretty strong against magic. So it will need to be suplexing it, I guess. It is susceptible to poison, though. Maybe this dungeon is easier in Brave New World. That's a joke, guys. When is anything ever easier in this dungeon, in this mod? Well, the Intangier was easier, I'll give you that much. Uh-oh, we're getting sucked into a painting. This is terrible. Wait, there's someone in the painting with us! I'll try to show you all the paintings, even though I'd normally skip some of these. I wonder if shock hits everything regardless of pincer attacks. Probably chainsaw one of these things. Yeah, it works on everything! Great! Chainsaw's doing good work, too. I'm a fan of our party's strength right now. I'm liking this. I was going to mention at the beginning of the episode as well that I do apologize if your favorite character or group of characters is not part of my active party the last few battles. Or Celeste. I do know that some people really like Gao or really like Setzer, and those two are just not my favorites, and I will use them before we get to the end of the game, don't worry. But for now, while we're on our recruitment quest, I'm a pretty big fan of this team. Cyan is replaceable in my eyes with either Shadow or Terra, especially in the original game where he's much weaker. But in Brave New World, he seems pretty good, and he was always one of my favorites even though he sucked, so now that he doesn't suck so bad, let's use him. So apparently there's lots of cats in here. I mean, we'll just use all the free damage everyone attacks. I mean, they seem really good. Oh, well, apparently Fire Dance, not so great here. I have to assume that Sabin will learn Wind Blade or whatever pretty soon. Can't be that far off. Not bad. Come on, cats aren't immune to poison, right? They're actually strong to it, apparently. Ugh, you and your fireballs. Quit using spells that waste my time, game. Well, that's like the first battle we've had in here that took more than one round, so okay. And we're getting lots of experience again, getting lots of level ups, so I shouldn't complain as long as we're leveling up and getting stronger. Probably got an Esper level somewhere in there. Yeah. Man, I don't know if Shock... I wish I knew for sure if Shock used magic or vigor or stamina, because that might be all I would do with Celeste if I knew what it was. It's just boost or shock. That looks... It's the area effect version of jump. You know, Edgar's good against single targets. Celeste looks really good against multiple targets. For now, Vigor and Speed. I'll have to look into it more in the future when I try to reset everyone's Esper levels. Hey, a Chocobo hide. Maybe someone we'll find soon could wear that. The doors switch, right. So the cats didn't take much damage from poison. Let's try Flash. And if they survive that, I don't know, just kill them. Not that amazing. I guess I should save Cyan's attack for after the other area of effect attacks, because if 1 or 2 survive, his attack works better, and I'd rather split the damage up evenly. Nirvana Band! Look, there was something we could trade for that in the Coliseum, so that might be useful. I think it was the Nirvana Band, right? Smells like Teen Spirit. Straight up damage boost! Cool! That's pretty awesome. So, I wonder if that stacks... Well, we couldn't equip both of them. But the Power Glove is plus 25%, right? So, that's just physical damage. That's like the old Gygus Armlet or Muscle Belt, whatever it was called. And then that means the Nirvana Band is basically the new Hero Ring, which is now Nirvana Band. And there's also earrings, which are just magic damage now, and they have a new name as well. That's fine. So, I guess, for Edgar, the Nirvana Band would help his Bioblaster and Flash, because I assume they do magic damage. Whereas the Power Glove only improves his jump and probably Drill and Chainsaw? Someone like Sabin, I assume the Nirvana Band would help everything? And I'm willing to sacrifice Regeneration for that. I mean, Regeneration's nice, but 25% more damage is better. Also, Celeste would be a good target for that. Well, she couldn't equip it though, right? It was only the other ones. It is a little bit different when Brave New World makes a lot of relics kind of character specific. Just like the Espers are a bit more character specific. I wonder what the 8th tool will turn out to be. We're missing... What are we missing? There was an anchor, and I know where that was. We could try to get the anchor right now, I guess. If it's in the same place as it was in Brave New... or in the original game, I know where to look. We're gonna all die here due to a bunch of counterattacks, aren't we? I'm not really paying attention. Yeah, like... We're seriously just got, like, 4 target all counters in a row. I hope you kill them all, Cyan. Otherwise, we're dead. That's not great. Okay. I was just talking about stuff, not paying attention. Hopefully we can recover from this. Good, that was confused, so they did nothing. Alright. So yeah, as always, Brave New World, right? Don't blink. Thank you for being dumb. We'll survive that, that's fine. Try to kill the cat. The Atlas Spheres are confused, at least. Get out of here, cat. Alright, just kill them. They should be almost dead. That did not do very much damage. At least they're confused, right? You know, they're attacking themselves. Until we hit them physically, they'll just keep doing stuff like that. Maybe these atmospheres are more dangerous than I was giving them credit for. I assume because they're like a small enemy that they wouldn't be that difficult. I wonder, shock may do more damage against a single target as well, possibly. Didn't really look like it. Nice! Roll yourself over. Alright, so that group, pay a little bit more attention when I'm fighting that group. Note to self. Also, hope you enjoy the fancy music. So, I think... Just trying to remember how this works. I wasn't expecting to get into another random battle before I could look at anything. Maybe we should just try to kill the cats first. I don't know. I feel like this fight, we kind of got hosed by using special target all attacks. So maybe we'll just go single target this time. Yeah, that jump is doing pretty well. And those claw attacks are doing pretty well. I assume that's partly due to Sabin's new whatchamacallit, his new Nirvana band. But oh come on! I was just saying how good you were and then you miss. Have I mentioned that Edgar's awesome helmet when he's using the drill, his hard hat? This is pretty cool. That crit there, that was good. Alright, we finally got a new blitz. Okay, I think I know what that's going to be. That means we've got all the blitzes. Also, Cyan should be learning some new Bushidos at some point. Level 30, that's the same level he learned it before. It's just the level curve is a lot lower. Sonic Boom is the new name. It's wind element to everything. And unlike the Fire Dance, which is reduced by magic defense, this is not. That could be really good. I may have to use my tricks, my emulator tricks to use it regularly. But I always remember that being... Oh yeah, that just sends us back to the beginning, so don't do that. Just trying to save some time here on camera is all. That sends us back to the beginning. Alright. Simple enough. Use the one on the left. Now that door, it will be a one-way passage as well, from the other side. So let's see if I can do this. Well, let's see if let's say if I've cheated. W should make it work if it's the same, rather than me clicking random buttons. Right, you guys are getting an awful lot of attacks in before we get a turn, dudes. Dudes! Alright, Sonic Boom, let's see. Not bad. Then we get killed by counters. Okay, I gotta say, enemies getting large spells that just counterattack like that every time you use an attack, that's... I know Brave New World was trying to make some of the game more challenging. It's just obnoxious when that's what happens every time you... Like, the point is, it's nice to be able to wrap up a fight quickly when you're fighting a random encounter every 5 steps or something. But if that's what you're gonna do, is every time you use like a target all ability or spell, you're just gonna wipe your party. Not wipe the party necessarily, but like half of the problem is the animation just takes up so much time. And then, you know, killing people because guaranteed counters. I don't know, I mean, I'm sure lots of people enjoy the increased difficulty. I'm finding it really slows down the Let's Play. When every random battle you have to fight very carefully. Anyway, welcome to the treasure chest room. Stamp under a chest to get in a fight. But then maybe you'll get the treasure at least. That'll teach him. Some good damage there. Maybe what I'm missing is that in this dungeon, maybe you're really just supposed to do physical attacks. Maybe that's really the key, and I'm just blind Ankylo here, not paying attention well enough. We are gonna fight all of the treasure chests, though. Don't worry. But yeah, I mean, like, I could be doing this totally wrong. Like, I don't remember in the original game thinking that this area needed to be, like, a physical dungeon. But it could be that Brave New World, for whatever reason, they just had this idea that this dungeon would be balanced around doing physical attacks. And all of your skills or blitzes or whatever would result in nasty counters. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm just trying to guess, trying to figure it out, right? I'd rather figure out the dungeon's secret than just complain about it on camera for half an hour. The argument remains the same, though, that if you can't win battles quickly, it really drags out the game. It's not like getting ambushed 4 times in a row is particularly exciting footage. Everyone's mute. Well, I guess that proves we shouldn't be using magic, eh? Can't even use magic. The little flower plant things aren't as weak to physical. I think they must be weak to ice, because I think Sabin's first claw is ice damage. And it does a ridiculous amount of damage, which is as it should. Getting a lot of Esper levels up in here. In case I haven't mentioned it, the level cap for normal experience levels is 50, and the Esper level cap is 25, which we're actually getting kind of close to for some people. Let's go a little bit more magic for now. I say that. I give her a little bit of speed, I don't know. And just stamina for now, I guess. Double for here, for Cyan. I feel like because some of the really best Espers are limited to the very end of the game, we are kind of limited in some of the Esper levels you can get. So, like, some characters who get, I assume anyway, their best stats at some of the late game Espers are really limited in terms of, I guess, Leo's equipment, whatever we call that, the relic for Celeste. It may give her auto counter as well. Shock and auto counter, that's not bad, if that's what it does. Because she's definitely getting counterattacks, and I don't think... Well, the ribbon won't do that, so... And I don't think, I haven't seen any, Espers that do anything like that, so... Is there any equipment that would give her auto counter? I mean, the crystal sword could, or the red... I guess technically I don't know the Brave New World, equipment all that well. So, theoretically, something else could be giving her, that. Alright, so let's try out, some physicals on this fight. Apparently, the counters were just wiping us out, so... That still did a lot of damage. We're getting a lot of crits anyway. I feel like if you're allowed to do physical attacks, you should be allowed to use Flurry because they're just 4 physical attacks. Although it's just 1 cat anyway now. So, if you're only going to counter magic and skills and tools and blitzes, shock and all that. Alright. I'm feeling a little bit more confident with my twist of strategy here. You're supposed to look at that? Is it the one in the middle? Oh, the encounter rate! I could do with the encounter rate being a little bit less ridiculous. And then it'll turn out there'll be like one enemy like the Eagles that you don't do physicals on or something. Which would be just enough to confuse you if you're trying to figure this dungeon out. I'm still going to use Flurry, I think. Just because it has that confusion effect, which is pretty good. I wish you would split it up even better, though, because it causes confusion now, which it didn't used to. I'll probably heal them or something. Yeah, well, fine. That's not so bad. I guess it does feel like I still haven't seen anything counter a physical attack in this dungeon. So that's... seems to be working. Battles are still taking a little while, and the random encounter rate's kind of crazy, but yeah, maybe we're getting there. Alright, it was the middle one. Well, that's something different. What is that supposed to be? Leave your comments below. What is that? It's taking a lot of damage, whatever it is. We'll try Dragon, I don't know. I'm just trying to stick with the physical damage idea, but sometimes you gotta test out the skills. So is that like a skill counter, maybe, right there? Has a lot of HP, whatever it is. Probably should heal, though. I will say, as much as I enjoy the music for this dungeon, the fact that it's just been playing on repeat for so long is starting to get a little bit grating. Alright. We beat up the painting, we get a door. Alright, I think we're nearly done here. I can almost guarantee you that one of those doors leads us to the beginning of the dungeon. I'm just gonna put a save in. Oh, look! But yeah, I don't have to fight 10 more random encounters to get to the end of the level. Alright! It's a big fat man. And Realm. But that's Owzer, in case you're wondering. Oh, she's painting a possessed portrait. Aim only for the demon. So I think somehow he ended up obtaining a possessed, or well, either he bought it or the painting ended up being possessed. And he was asking for a really skilled painter to basically paint out the demon. Oh god. Thanks, Realm. I would if any of the modders are reading it, and I know I've talked a bit in the comments about it. One of the most contentious issues for this Brave New World being the translations. If you're looking for something that I think everyone would appreciate, it would be toning down Realm's language specifically. She is 10 years old, and as much as she's an insolent 10-year-old, it feels like it's really breaking character. Anyway, hey Lakshmi. Thanks. I would take this opportunity if I were you, by the way, and I am me, to put on some buffs. Probably Haste X would be quite awesome if you had the right character. I don't know what we're going to be up against, but just in case it's got Quake, and no real need to slow her. We'll probably need to recast any debuffs after this anyway. The only people with regen right now... Does anyone have regen? Sabin used to, but we unequipped it. Just have to watch for a second, see if anyone gets a healing tick. Alright, there's the demon, Chatternook. Didn't give us very much time to buff up, but that's okay. The boss has 2 HP bars. Don't attack the good one. Especially if you're playing Brave New World, where I would just guess killing the real one just ends the game. So, I'll try casting Scan on it. Just to get some information, maybe. Holy and none. Alright, so we don't have any claws equipped with Holy. I would like to slow it down if possible. I'm sure you could not suplex it in the original game, but ooh, that did a lot of damage. Okay, that's not good. So he's very strong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would always miss originally, but I'll take any chance to slow him. Alright, I don't expect he's a humanoid, but I would like... I believe Empower can set Sap. I'll try to get some status ailments on him if I can. Didn't work anyway. I want to get everyone hasted and regenerating and maybe a bit more buffs, honestly. I know it's a long episode, but this fight is already looking a little bit scary. What do I want to do? What blitz? We've used... Okay, actually, I know what I should do. Should see if this works, how much damage it can do. Yeah, it's pretty good damage. I'm a little bit worried that Jump might fail if he switches forms while I'm in the air. But we'll try it once. And seeing as Empower didn't work, just keep putting regeneration on people. Probably. We got a double jump off. That was great. Tons of damage. Demon's Kiss, I assume, is going to be some sort of status ailment that sucks, but so far we managed to dodge. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that's going to work here. I guess we get regen on Edgar while he's down. Alright, and also we got a chance to buff. Try to keep Celeste alive, I guess. Now, when Chatternook comes back, we might need to slow him, perhaps. The other good option for Lakshmi is just getting everyone's turn ready, so that as soon as he comes back, you're ready to jump and all that. So I think we've got regeneration on everyone. We've got... He seems to do a lot of magic damage, but he does have a physical attack as well. Oh look, he's still sapped, so I assume maybe status ailments persist even though they switch forms. That's nice. Let's try Dragon. It's pretty strong. So how much damage did the Aura Bolt do? Do you guys remember? It was like just under 3,000, I think. Let's see how the Bum Rush competes. Or, well, Demon's Kiss just did physical damage so far. That's definitely more damage there. Good. So those will both regen back pretty quick. I'm just interested in how much damage we can put out here. And not enough to really worry about. I'll try, I should have kept track of how much damage Dragon did. And I should see what a physical is. So we're looking at about 2,400 damage with Flurry. 3,000 damage with the physical. Oh, the jump's gonna fail. Whoops. Well, hopefully this doesn't wipe the party. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, well. Hopefully that's all that happens. So he hasn't tried any Quake type attacks, so I'm not too worried about casting Float just now. If you kill Edgar again, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, well, I don't know what Phantasm did, actually. That's, it supposedly hit Celeste and Cyan, but it didn't do any damage. Celeste has a ribbon on, and Cyan doesn't seem to have any effects. Oh, Sap, that's what it is. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, the ribbon doesn't protect against that one. Probably should have cast Regen, but oh well. I feel like we've got this guy's number. We should be okay. As long as we've got Bum Rush and Double Jump, he's no match. Except for occasionally when Edgar hits the girl and, you know, guys. Yeah, look at that. Not too difficult. We could have come here way earlier. No problem. I never remember that guy being particularly difficult. I think he used to be weak to fire, so you just bring Terra and fire 3 him, especially in Morph. That would have been the easy way to do it back in the day, but nobody has the Holy Spell right now. Alright. All he cares about is his paintings. I feel like I would care more if we'd met Owzer in the World of Balance. But, maybe they just cut him out of that, or they didn't have time. Add him in. For me personally, anyway, I just never really cared about this little side quest here to get Realm. Possibly because I didn't really care about getting Realm on the team, but, especially this whole painting with Owzer thing, it just, I don't know. Yeah, that's my Esper now. Oh yeah, we have. I'm sorry, Realm. Well, hopefully there wasn't anything in there that we could have also looted. Well, Owzer's in there. He lost his Esper, though. Poor guy. Looks like I'm missing a couple. If you were supposed to get 2 more earlier. Anyway, Auto Regen's pretty good. And that's the first time we've seen Cure 3 and Regen X. So who gets to use Starlet? I'm assuming Realm. Probably Setzer in Realm. I know it's been a pretty long episode, but we've got one more thing we can do really quickly. The recruitment quest doesn't take too long, but then it's the side quest, massive quest, and that takes a bit longer. All the difficult stuff's in the, you know, finishing up plot lines quest rather than the recruiting area. Oh, I forgot one thing. So we did meet Strago before, and for whatever reason he's stuck in Kefka's clan cult. Oh yeah, thanks. That's great. Yeah, Realm, please consider changing some dialogue. That'd be appreciated. I know there's an awful lot of script in the game, but her specifically is the one that drives me the most nuts. So yeah, she gets Starlit. That gives her a way to get stamina, which probably doesn't matter. I don't know what she would use stamina for, really. She needs a pure magic Esper still. I mean, that gives her, like, a really good cure spell and a potentially offensive holy spell. I never really tried Cure 2 on the undead very much, but Regen X looks pretty good. Remedy's okay. Stamina base, so at least stamina does something, right? Interesting. Anyway, she does have kind of unique equipment. I saw that mage brush in the Colosseum. That's something we don't have yet. And, she can use those cat hoods and things. And, I think we picked up the Chocobo hide recently as well. So there that is. Anyway, she doesn't need anything right now. There should be a relic that changes her sketch as well. Hopefully we find that before too long. Just like Setzer has a relic that changes his slot to coin toss. She might have something that changes sketch. Yeah, prepare thine ears or eyes. Huh, looks like we broke him out of his, whatever you call it, I don't know. He just gave up on life. We broke him out of depression, essentially. Probably wouldn't have been too hard to find her if you'd looked around, old man. See, she's all laughing and stuff in the cutscenes. Like, her sprite is just making jovial, like, kind of funny-looking faces and stuff. And then she's cursing like a sailor. Oh, looks like you've revived, Strago. So I would still recommend not climbing this tower. For one, there's a very strong dragon on there, and for two, you can't use anything but magic. So get as much magic as you can, which is difficult in Brave New World. I'm sure someone in the world talks about this tower a bit better. But yeah, that's a magic-only tower. So you might want, like, auto-reflect rings and characters with good magic. And there's a couple big bosses in there that are not easy. And possibly Edgar's final tool, but we'll see. Let's have a quick look at Strago. See how he's doing. Now that we've got him back, we've got almost the whole team back together. Only a couple notable exceptions. It was like surprisingly easy to get him back on the team, but it's all good. Let's just see if there's anything interesting for these two. So yeah, like, he's got some lures that we could definitely go pick up now. I told you guys when I picked up Blaze. I think I got everything. There was 2 more we could have gotten in the World of Balance. Technically, we could have learned the 1,000 Needles attack from one of the enemies on the floating continent. And if we brought him to fight Atma Weapon, I think there was a Raise attack that's also fire, but the full party. So we could have picked up a couple more. In Brave New World, there's not that many lures, though. They cut out a lot of them, so we're not missing too many. And we can pick them up, some more of them now anyway. I think the Cactors probably will give us 1,000 Needles. And I'm sure we can find the rest of the stuff if we look around. And then Esper-wise, nothing new for him yet. He still has Osmos, but not a lot of good spells to go with it. He needs to figure out some level 3 magic soon, or else late game he's not going to have any damage. If all he does is magic, so that's something. And then, was there anything equipment-wise specific for him? We don't really have anything good rod-wise just yet, so... And we don't really have any special relics for either of these two, so... There's still... like, the reason I didn't rush to recruit either of them is there's not much we've got that they can make... like, they've got terrible HP. Imagine some of those fights we were just doing, where maybe we've got a couple levels up there at 600 or 700 HP. You know... There's so many attacks that we've taken that were doing 800,000 damage, 800 to 1,000 damage. They also got terrible physical defense, so I don't know. I feel like they would have just been crushed. But hopefully they turn out stronger near the end game. So all we're missing is Mog, who we could probably pick up if we head to Narsh pretty quickly. I might do that next episode. And Locke. Now, Locke is not easy to recruit, but we've got a pretty good team. We've got a lot of characters anyway. I might pick up Mog next episode. I might fight Doomgaze next episode, and we might start preparing to go get Locke. If you haven't guessed where he is yet, that'll be a surprise. But there are a lot of side quests. A lot of side quests. Almost every character has some sort of side quest in the World of Ruin. You may remember Strago was talking with a crazy old man about... his hunt for the hidden, the Hydon. So he's got that. Realm, hers is kind of done now, I guess. Setzer's was getting the Falcon, so his is fine. Gao has potentially a crazy old man that might be his father. Celeste's quest is just to recruit everyone. Sabin's quest was to find Duncan, that's been done. Edgar's isn't finished yet either. There's something else to do with Figaro Castle. Shadow is mostly done, but not completely. I think there's one more dream for him to have. Cyan still needs to deal with his inner demons. That's not done. And Terra's figured out what love is. So, you know, we've done most of it. Mog will have a small side quest. And Locke, who's process of elimination. Well, he's still trying to cure his deceased girlfriend, so that's that. We'll deal with that later. Alright, folks, let's end it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed. I'm having a good time finding new things like Celeste's fancy, I love that she can use Leo's shock ability now. Good thinking, modders. For every time I complain about Realm swearing, there's always like 3 or 4 awesome things like that. So that's good. Alright, folks. See you later.